I owed the debt. I couldn't pay. He came up, and something about the sin transaction is that it is a legal transaction. I'm not a lawyer, but I know a little bit that a legal matter can only be solved in a legal way. So because that transaction was legal, it must be done, it must be redeemed, it must be resolved in a legal way. And that's why God didn't save man in God form. Because whenever a binding contract is established between two parties, even where the two parties are absent, direct representative of the two parties has to be present to nullify the transaction. Man entered the transaction of sin, and as a result of that, all men became sinners, right? Romans did a lot of job on that aspect. All men became sinners as a result of the transaction of sin. So for God to redeem man, if he had come as God and liberated man, it would be a breach of legal process. Because the sin, the bondage is legal. You see, the scripture talks about lawful captive, right? It is a captivity that has legal backing. So the sin bondage is so legal that can only be solved in a legal way. So God had to come as man in order to nullify the contract, to nullify the transaction. And when the contract was nullified, there was both man's representative and Satan's representative. Because if you realize that when the contract was made, it was between man and what? Satan. So when the contract was to be nullified, it has to be between man, Christ now as man. You know, Romans said that if by one man offense came, and all men were sinners, became sinners by one man, also by one man came what? Righteousness and justification. Do you get that? By one man. So he came as representative of man, and representative of Satan was also present. That's why the scripture says that if the Prince of Glory had known, if the princes of this world had known, they would not have crucified the Lord of Glory. So it means that that transaction was nullified by the presence of the two parties that entered into the transaction in the beginning. Are you listening to me? You are listening to me? See, this thing has a lot of spiritual. That's the reason why there are a lot of things many people are facing. You know, maybe somebody's forefather did something to somebody else's forefather, and the implication will continue to flow. You don't just wake up and say because you are a child of God, the transaction that your forefathers entered became invalid. You have not nullified that transaction. That's why sometimes when some things are serious, they will say, back to this place, go back to this place. The two parties that were involved, even though the people might have died, they will go call their children, right? Sit down and cancel the transaction. It is a spiritual process. Are you listening to me? May the Lord give us understanding.